everyone, I'm Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. And I'm just getting a head start on this because this could take us a little while today. So when you get here, come on in, say hello, let me know you're here, let me know where you're from, how's your weather? It's been really cold and a little snowy here today. A little colder than I was expecting, quite honestly, and more snow than I was expecting, quite honestly. Okay, so when you get here, say hello. Let me know you're here. I'm going to pull us up over here so I can see comments. Make sure you're commenting so that my mom can see your names, and she will pull names periodically throughout my broadcast. See if I can see comments. Okay, perfect. All right. Hello, Miss Tracy. Miss Tracy's sharing us into the group right now. So hello, everyone. Again, I'm Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. Hello, Miss Kimberly. We are live tonight on both Craft Around the Clock and my page. I've already kind of started to prep some of this. So this is my tiered tray kit. It's my Snowman tiered tray kit. Okay. So we have this little mini cutting board that says, "Let it snow." We have a hang tag with a little snowman. We have a picket fence. Okay, and the fence is going to have a little banner on it that says snow. Okay. I'm going to set all these pieces aside. We're going to work on our bases right now. Now, I've already painted the one side. Now, I am going to paint both sides of these just because on a tiered tray, sometimes you can see both sides. Hello, Miss Kimberly. So, and if you'll notice, this kit 100% matches. It's the exact same snowman that is on our little garland back here. And it's the exact same snowman that is on this little snowman sign. Okay, so imagine this all together, how cute this would be. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and paint our surfaces here. This is from our website. I'm just really into this little snowman right now. I love this little snowman. So I just keep creating more things with him. I think he is so cute. I love how he turns out. And I need some winter/Christmas tiered tray things. So that's the beauty of this one as well. This one can stay out all winter long. You know, this is not just a Christmas thing. It's all in how you style it, how you embellish it, whether you're going to want to leave it out, you know, just for Christmas, or if you're going to leave it out all winter. Now, I'm doing mine with a dash of red in it, but not much. So it is going to stay out all winter long. So, I mean, how awesome is that? I'm really getting into this multi-purposed crafts because I don't have time to keep changing out all my decor all the time. So we're going to just try to do some like that two-sided snowman/pumpkin that I did. Hello, Miss Sonia. Weather is freezing here in Ohio. Currently, it's not terrible. It's 25 right now, but it's the wind chill that's getting us today. The wind chill has been terrible. Yes, 22 and windy. Weather is cold in Ohio. It sure is. Certainly is. Okay, we'll do one more coat of the blue on here. 2 coats is about what you need on these. This is the Blue Haven, from Deco Art Americana. I just love this color with these snowmen. To me, it just screams winter and snow and all the things that I don't really like about winter. I shouldn't say that. I don't dislike winter. I dislike when the wind is blowing so hard that when you walk outside, it hurts your face. That's what I don't like. I don't mind the cold. I don't mind the snow if I don't have to drive in it. I'm not a fan of that. But I really don't mind winter. I don't like it when it's like today, when it's windy and super cold. That when it hurts your face, you question, why do I live here? But, you know, thank goodness it won't last for long. It's supposed to warm up by the weekend, so that's all good. Snow this morning, I knew it was coming. We didn't get much. Yeah, we didn't get much, but it came so hard and so fast. When I was driving to work today, it was a whiteout. I was in utter shock, because when I left my house, it wasn't doing anything. So I'm just cruising along 65, 70 miles an hour on the expressway, and then all of a sudden you can't see anything. And we went down to 20 miles an hour. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. I need to get a little more paint right here. It was crazy. We have a little whiteout too, Ken. Yeah, I think that was just kind of the day today. All right, I think these surfaces are done. Okay. I think we can be done with that. Now I am going to paint these blue as well. So what these are going to be, these have our little letters on them that are going to spell out snow, and we're going to hang this from the picket, or from the picket fence. So I'm going to slide these over. I'm going to get a napkin out though, because I'm making a mess. So we're going to get a napkin. We're going to get some tape going here for our words and our little pieces. And Miss Sonia, you have an entry to Happy Mail. So if you're new to my page, we draw Happy Mail once a month on or around the 15th or 13th of the month. And we send you out something fun. And it's usually something from our shop, plus maybe some napkins or other little craft supplies. So it's always a good thing. So, and to get that, what you have to do is you have to keep commenting. And my mom sets timers for me, and she draws names. And as we draw those names, she will post it in the comments if you've won an entry. And I'm just putting these on the tape. I'm missing a snowflake. There it is. I'm finally doing much better with my sinus infection. Just got a little remnant of it. Nothing crazy left. Hello, Miss Dawn. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and paint these. Now, usually I would use a sponge on these, but since there's only 4 of them, I'm just going to go ahead and use a brush. I've got them taped down, so I'm just going to try to be somewhat careful and not get a ton of excess all over them. Now our fence is going to be white. We're going to do a little white picket fence. Okay. And you'll see this goes together really quickly once we get everything all painted. So let's go ahead and give this a quick dry. Yeah, I am doing so much better. Still have a little bit of a cough, but everything else is pretty much cleared up. The cough is about gone. It's not bad anymore. So I'm doing so much better. Bob's better. I think Mom's turned the corner. I think we're all on the mends. My daughter's doing better. She had COVID. We did not have COVID. We had sinus infections. She had COVID, her and her husband both, but they're both doing much better. So, yes, I am too. That's a humdinger of a sinus infection, man, let me tell you. Yeah, that was a rough one. That's why I did a COVID test, because I'm like, oh no, this is pretty intense. Okay. So we're going to paint next, we're going to paint our snowman and our picket fence. We are going to paint both sides of the fence as well, because that is a base piece. So I think we're done with this blue though, so we can get rid of that brush. And now for this, I am going to use a sponge just because I don't want to get a ton of paint all over the inside of my picket fence. So when I do my sponges, I like to really load them up with a lot of paint, and then I kind of dab it off so I don't have a ton of excess. But then I can just go over the whole thing. So I'm just going to now, I'm not going to do this top part because the top part is where his hat is, and that's going to be black. But I am going to do the whole bottom part pretty thick. I'm going to put another coat on. And we're going to have to do a couple coats. The blue paint is Blue Haven Deco Art Americana. And I tried to find it at Hobby Lobby the other day because that's the only one I have, and I couldn't find it. I had to find one that was similar. They didn't carry it. I mean, there wasn't even an empty spot for it, so I'm really not sure where I got it if they don't carry it, because I 99% of the time buy my paint at Hobby Lobby. Might have been Joann Fabrics, but I doubt it. Might have been Michael's, but I doubt it. So good luck. Hopefully it's not been discontinued, because I do really like that color. I think it's just the perfect color for this set. All right, so we're going to dry these real quick. And the computer just timed out on me. Oh, you're welcome, Karen. So once I get this done, I will take a picture of all of these pieces together because it's going to be absolutely adorable. Because like I said, you're going to have all of these that match. You have the little garland behind me. You have that little snowman sign. And now this tiered tray kit. And I mean, how precious that they all match. Should have painted the other side of this one up. Maybe I'll wait and do that. I'll do the other side of this one when we get off. I'm just going to do the one side of this so we can move on. I want to show you how this all goes together because it's so cute. Might need a third coat. So how was everyone's Thanksgiving? Ours was amazing. Got to see the grands. We weren't sure we were going to see the grands because they were sick also. Well, not the grands. What is going on with my hair? Well, who knows? So, but the grands were here. Their mommy and dad, well, their mommy thought she had COVID because she had been around my daughter. When we went to the Nutcracker, we were all together. And then my daughter, 2 days later, had COVID. So, yeah, we've all tested, and they did not have COVID. So they ended up coming, and my daughter-in-law was feeling better because she was feeling pretty sick and was pretty positive she had COVID, actually. So she tested, and it was negative, so they went ahead and came, and so we got to at least see them, and then we did a road trip over to my daughter's house. It's only about a half hour away, and delivered Thanksgiving dinner to them. Hello, Penny. Hello, hello. Penny is one of my subscription group members. So, I always love to see them on here with me. And your subscription box just went in the mail. And make sure you open it when you get it. Don't wait until our craft night because I have a special little Christmas present in there for all of my subscription members. So make sure you open it. And at least open your present. I give you permission to open it early. I'll give you your first Christmas present you can open. Oh, I'm so glad, Penny. I love having you. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is on the snowman and the snowflakes. Aw. I just really appreciate you guys supporting me, so I wanted to do something special for y'all. This stuff is super thick. This is a glitter paint, but it's like really thick. I might have to try to water it down a little. I mean, it's like a paste. So let's see if we can add a little water with the paintbrush. I'll water that down a little bit because that is super thick. That's a lot better. I think we can get a little more out now. Oh, thank you, Susan. Let's get some more of this out and mix that with that water. I should just add some water. This is Glitterific Folk Art. Clear Hologram is the color of it. I want to give our little snowman and our snowflakes some sparkle. And this stuff is so thick, I need to thin it out a little bit. That's better. Okay. Might as well just paint it on since I've got this paintbrush full of it. So I'm just going to paint this right on. And this is just going to give our little snowman some glitter and some sparkle. And the same with our little snowflakes. Okay, I'm not sure you guys can see the sparkle there. Oh, maybe there. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on our little snowflakes here. I'm just going to kind of dab it on them. I want them to sparkle like snow. Okay, I think we're done with the snowflake stuff. Yep, okay. So let's go ahead and dry this. Now, I should have shown you on this. I'll hold up a blank one. On this little snowman, the face is already etched in, so you can just take a paint pen and go over it. It's very easy. Just gotta make sure that's dry. Okay, let me hold up one of these. We got the extras back here. Okay, see how it's got the little circles etched in? That's what's going to be on our snowman, so you'll be able to see where you need to paint the little face. Okay, so now we're going to do the black. The black is going to be the hat, and then the brim of the hat is this extra little piece. Okay, so we're going to add some black to our little paint palette here, aka paper plate. Hey, Miss Cheryl, there's my coffee buddy. Excuse me. I am going to cut one of these in half because I don't need this for much, and I need an orange one too. So we're just going to use one for both. Okay, and then I'm just going to paint this on. I like to just do the top part of that. You don't have to really worry about the whole thing because, like I said, we're going to put that little brim on there, okay? So see, I'm not really paying attention to this part. That doesn't matter. Okay, so then we're going to do the brim. All right, and we're done with the black. So like I said, just a dab of black. Then the orange, we're going to use a little bit of orange to do his nose. We've got a carrot nose. Just need a drop. Okay. All right, we are almost all painted. Okay, so let's go ahead and dry our nose. I am doing good, Cheryl. How are you? Should have taped that down. Going all over. All right, so before we get too far in with our face, and I should have done this before I did the glitter, but I'm gonna see if it'll work. I like to give them a little bit of a rosy cheek. So I just use my Tim Holtz Distressing Ink, and this is Aged Mahogany. It's a little bit of pink, and I'm going to get most of it off. And we're just going to go around. Yeah, it still works, even with the glitter on it. Okay. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, so can you see that? Yeah, you can see it, that little teeny bit of pink on his cheeks. I just think that adds a lot to it. I like that a lot on my snowman. All right, then I'm going to take my white sponge. I'm going to try to get most of the paint off. And we are going to go around the edges of these to kind of distress it a little, make it look like there's a little snow maybe on the edges of his hat. And we're going to do the same on this piece. Okay. See, I just added a little bit of white around the edges. Now I'm going to take my paint pen. Instead of trying to use a teeny tiny paintbrush, we're going to use a paint pen to do the dots. Works so much easier. The glitter is making this a little difficult. Maybe this should be done before the glitter as well. I was thinking I didn't want the coal, quote, to be glittered. So that's why I thought I'd do the paint over the glitter. Okay. We're done with that. Let's dry this. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it's cold. You know, cold isn't in a perfect circle. So it doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, we are ready to start assembling this guy. So there's his little face so far. His little pink cheeks and his little eyes and mouth. Now, all of these pieces that I shouldn't say all, but all the pieces that we're going to stick on top of other pieces have the sticky back. So it's just peel and stick. Makes it super, super easy. Yeah, I think so. I like their brand, actually. It's not bad. And they're not that expensive. They're like $2 a piece, I think, or so. So they're not terribly priced. Okay, and then we're just going to line up the brim of his hat here. And there's our little snowman. Isn't he darling? I just love this little snowman. I think he is so precious. All right, now he is going to go on one side of this, just like that. What? I didn't turn on my glue gun. We need a glue gun to embellish him. So we're going to turn that on. We'll work on the other stuff while we wait for that to warm up. And where's my little picker? Because I broke all my fingernails. Well, I broke that fingernail, which is the one I used to peel these. This little picker thing from Dollar Tree works amazing to peel the backs off of these. Okay. So there he is. How cute is that? We're going to put him on some twine with some beads on him, and he's going to be a little hang tag for your tiered tray. Okay, So moving on, let's go to the next one. So this is the Let It Snow. Once we get these all put together, then we will embellish them, and I'll show you how cute this is. Excuse me. All right, so you can arrange this however you like, but I just try to do it, yeah, you know, something like that. All right, so then we're going to peel these off. Snowflakes are a little more challenging because there's all these little things, but I found if you do 3 of them, the rest will pop right off. Well, darn it, I can't get a hold of it. There we go. And now, of course, you can do these in any colors, you know, you could put scrapbook paper on the back of these things. You wouldn't even need to paint them. You know, you can make this match either your Christmas decor or just your everyday decor so you can stay out all winter long. Well, darn it, now I'm having trouble getting this one off. Hope y'all couldn't hear that as Bob swore. He's having a sneezing attack. There we go. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and I always lay my pieces out first before I start doing the sticky back, because these pieces, once they're stuck, they're stuck. You're not going to get them off. So make sure that you've got everything arranged the way it needs to be before you put them down. I mean, you've got a little bit, but once you press them down, they're done. You're not going to get them back up. Leaving work now, so I'll be listening in. Okay. All right. Drive careful. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to embellish it, and it's going to get so much cuter. Okay. And now for the snow, I do like to make sure these are lined up kind of perfectly so that it's easier to line them up. So I try to line these up as close as I can so that they're all straight right across. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Okay, so see how this is straight across here? That way when I put my letters down on here, it's much easier to line these up so that when I put them on my fence, they're not all, you know, up and down, jaggedy. You know, my letters aren't all mismatched. Okay. Oh, thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. I think we're done with the dryer, so we can put that out of the way. Oops, I just got that a little crooked. Oh, good. I didn't stick it yet. All right, so now comes the fun part. We get to embellish all of these. Okay, so we have all of the pieces put together. Oh, good, we got 15 minutes. We're doing great. Let's get rid of my paint. Get that out of the way so I don't make a mess. Get rid of this. We don't need that. All right, let's do this guy first. This one's easy. So I'm just going to take some of my baker's twine here. I've got some red and white baker's twine. And I'm just going to cut off a section. And I am going to string these on. The holes are nice and big here, so you can use pretty much any kind of twine you want, and it won't be too much of a trouble. You could use ribbon even, probably. That would be pretty. I'm just trying to kind of keep everything cohesive. I've used this baker's twine on the garland and on the bow for the snowman's hat on the other side, so I'm trying to keep things very cohesive so that everything matches and goes together. Okay, so here is our little snow banner. Look how cute that is. And now we're going to place that on top of our little picket fence. Now I specifically am not going to glue this down. We're going to lay this down so I can tie it, because then you can use this picket fence for other things. You know, it's not just a one and done. You could take this little banner off and, you know, put something else on it. You could put a little wreath on it. That would be darling. You know, you can do flowers on it for springtime. You could do all kinds of things. So that is why I specifically have not, look how cute that is. Now imagine that on your little tiered tray with all of your little snowman things around it. How cute is that? Okay, that's one. This is the next one we're going to do, and I think my glue gun should be warm now. So I'm going to wrap the top part of this with this baker's twine. Come on. Why is my computer timing out on me? It's going to sleep. I can't see comments. There we go. Oh, thank you, Teresa. All right, so we're going to wrap this around. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue on the back. I'm going to poke that down into that. And we're just going to wrap. I'm going to wrap it up kind of high because we're going to put a little bow. We're going to put some other little things on this. So I'm going to wrap it fairly high. Okay, like so. I'm going to cut it off and we're going to glue it back. Just kind of smashing that glue down in there. So from the back, it's not going to be very noticeable. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. All right, so now I'm going to take, I have some greenery over here. And now this is off of a garland from a Hobby Lobby. And as you see, it's got a little bit of the snow. It's a little flocked. So what else I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off a couple pieces. Just cut a few pieces. Now, this top piece looks fine, right? Let me show you the difference here. So the top part looks fine. This part looks a little wonky because it's kind of square. So we're going to give it a little haircut. We're going to kind of make it more of a triangle. But obviously, this piece is way too big for this little piece. So we want to give it a little haircut, and all I'm going to do is glue it like right there. I'm going to put two little pieces on here. And then I do have some of these little, I got a couple out right here. These little snowflake or little pine cones with the little berries from Hobby Lobby. I think we're going to add a couple of those to this. So we'll cut these off. Ooh, they just kind of went flying. So I think we'll add a little pine cone or two. And a couple little berries in there. So as you see, I'm adding just a teeny bit of red to this. I don't want a lot of red because, like I said, I'm going to leave it out year round. Well, not year round, but all winter long. So I don't really want a ton of red. I just want it to have a little bit, just a little something. Now we're going to make a little bow, teeny tiny bow out of this baker's twine. I am a little bit. I'm getting there. It's much better than I was, Teresa. So I'm just going to go back and forth. I'm going to make like a little 3-loop bow on both sides. Just a tiny little thing. Not coughing like I was before, so that's a plus. And my nose isn't running off my face. And I say that and I cough. It's kind of hard to tie these little itty bitty guys, but they're so cute when they're done. Okay. Yep. All right. And then we're going to trim off the ends here because it's too long. And we're going to just put this right at the base of that. Carefully without getting my finger stuck in the glue. Aw, thank you. Okay. We got glue everywhere. Glue strings. Look how precious that is. Isn't that just the cutest? I love this. I think it's so, so cute. All right, so now let's do our little snowman. We're going to embellish him and we're going to make the, we're going to put him on a beaded hanger. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this garland again. We're going to cut a couple little sections. They're only maybe 3/4 of an inch or so. And then we're just going to give him a haircut. Actually, I think one piece is plenty on this guy. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with one. Yeah, we're going to do one. And I'm just going to stick that right up here at the top of the brim of his hat. The blue is Blue Haven by Americana Deco Art. Okay. And then we're going to use another one of these little pine cones. I can get it to cut. The stems on these are really thick. We're going to poke that down in there. And a few little berries. Oh, thanks, Sue. Okay. I don't like how that berry's poking out the wrong way. That's better. Okay, now we're going to put a little teeny tiny bow on this guy too. If I can even make this one littler. These little teeny tiny bows are tricky, but they're so cute. Okay. Oops, here's our end. If I lay it down, if it's easier. No, I don't really think it is, but I'll see if we can get it. There we go. There we go. And it's even smaller. Thank goodness. Okay. Give him a haircut. Yep, and then we'll put that right there. Ooh, that one got me. Stuck my finger in the glue. Look how precious. Isn't that darling? I just love these little guys. They're just so cute. All right. So let's string this guy up quick. All right. So let's put this on. I'm just going to tie a double knot here, and then we're going to cut off the excess end. And then we're just going to go, I don't know, yay far. And then I'm going to use my little bead threader, and we're going to alternate. Oh, there's my white ones. That's what I'm going to do with my white beads. So I like to get these at Hobby Lobby when they're after Christmas. You can get them super cheap. And then you don't have to paint them. It is a win-win. All right, so we're going to string, we're going to alternate buffalo plaid and white. I'm going to order some more buffalo plaid. I'm almost out. Trying to hurry here. We've got 3 minutes left. I want you guys to see how cute this is. Okay. Stick our thread through. Okay, we're going to keep going here. Yes, that is for the garland. Yes, what Mom just posted is for the garland that's hanging behind me that matches this. Okay. All right, and that's all I'm going to put on this. You could put a tassel on the end, but I think we're fine. So I'm just going to tie this in a couple of knots so it stays put. And I can show you how these all just coordinate together. Yeah, there's the kit that we're doing right now. Thank you, Mom. I'm all thumbs now. I can't tie a knot. Trying to hurry. Okay, I think we got it. Let's go ahead and just cut this. I'm not going to cut it all the way because I'm going to tie a couple more knots. But okay, so we have our little beaded hang tag. We have our little mini cutting board. And we have our little picket fence. Okay, now again, look how cute these all are together. So you got this, you got this. Look at this. How darling are these? I just love these together. Look how cute these are. Okay. All right, guys, my time is up. So I'm going to hop off here, but stick around. I'm not sure who's up after me, but I know they're going to be fabulous. Stick around and we'll see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.